How about you? I'm going to start with this. When you were young and you were deciding what do you want to be when you grew up? What do you want to be when you grew up? At the age of like 10, someone told me I was a good arguer. And so I was like, I'll become a doctor. No, that's not why. And I said, I'll become a lawyer. So I had this intention my whole life. I'm going to go be a lawyer because I'm really good at arguing, right? You take things that you're good at and you make your future, and maybe you don't know what you're good at. And so you go to school and you change a nurse. I love it. Like, I'm going to be a nurse. I'm going to be a doctor. I'm going to be a lawyer. Like, no, right? Like, I'm going to be a mechanic because I love vehicles. I'm going to be a coal miner. We grew up in a coal mining, oil and gas world. Like, people had these ideas of what they wanted to be when they grew up. And sometimes, myself included, I picked things based upon how much money I would make. I was like, well, if I'm going to school, I'm going to make money when I get out of school. And so I decided a firefighter. I love that, right?
A rock star.
A rock star. You wanted to be a rock star? Well, there you go. She is a rock star, just in a whole different way. So here's the thing. Are you what you always dreamed of being? We're golfers. Does the word mulligan mean anything to you? It's like, can I have a do-over? Can I press restart? Anybody ever want to hit restart to like what your financial world looks like, or what your health world, your healthcare looks like? I do, like, I want to restart all the time. I'm always wanting to better it. A rock star. I love it. Okay. So here's the deal. Is it really fair that we're still trying to keep up with our dreams and our goals of when we were young? Or maybe we feel like we settled. See, I went to school. I opened the practice. I went a lot in debt. I spent 8 years and $300,000 to go to school, start a business, right? Normal business model. And it still took me 7 years to be making really good money, 6 figures a year money. And I still had all the stress of owning the business. Like, no one taught me how to run a business. They taught me how to be a doctor. And so the stress, I lost a sense of who I was. And I was struggling. Anybody else? Like, your grown-up world doesn't look like the world you had an idea and a vision of as that young. Dreams, goals, aspirations, family comes along, right? Got to move, different job, something happens. A mulligan, a do-over. I saw this as my do-over. It was a way that I could catch up. So we're going to explain to you a business model. Tradition, there's so many different business models out there. I love this business model. And the reason is I can work 1 hour and teach 11 other people how to do the same 1 hour's worth of work. And we get a total of 12 hours instead of me working 12. What about you?
I know how working 12 hours feels.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to let her step in here and share a little bit about her. And then we're going to pull it all together for you. Because if I'm a doctor and it wasn't working for me, and I'm looking for another way to create income, and after you hear her story, we realize that everybody is out there looking for extra ways or different ways. Maybe a franchise, you don't have the $100,000 startup fee for a franchise. Maybe you have a brick and mortar and you're struggling, especially when something like COVID comes around and knocks the wind out of you. Or maybe the industry you're in is like oil and gas, and what the heck is, and coal. Like, can you imagine being an owner of a Blockbuster video store? Your industry goes away and you spend all this money. It happens to everybody. How quick can you pivot? We've got a pivot that is happening right now in the consumer world. We want you to see and hear about it. Val, your story is powerful. because you're just, I mean, we grew up in the same world, right?
Yep.
We're in the same school, we're taught by the same teachers, our parents are very much alike, family, church, community, relationships. I go one way, off to college, spend all the money on degrees, become a business owner, become a doctor, and you're like, I'm gonna go, well, you share.
I, you know, I tried college. It didn't work for me. I was tired of going to school. So I tried to get the best job possible that I could get with the least amount of education. And in the area that I grew up, that was coal mining. So I went from making minimum wage and then overnight got this coal mining job and was making 4 or 5 times that amount per hour. And I mean, that was great. And I was ecstatic. And, but I just kind of always knew that there had to be something else. So, a friend of mine showed me a different kind of business model one night. We were pretty close at the time.
How old were you?
My early 20s, like 24, 25, I think. And what she said was, you can work one time and you can make money off of that, one time forever, basically. It would just keep coming in. And duplication, I'd never really heard that in, the job world. Residual income, I didn't know what that was until that moment. And that was a term that kind of stuck with me. I tried to build it. I didn't have a lot of support. I felt like I was doing it on my own. It just kind of fizzled. Like, I knew that it was something good. Like, I saw a vision. I saw that when I retired, I would actually still be making money without having to be working. Like, it would still be coming in.
Right. And whose job's still going to pay them after they retire?
Right. So that was the thing that appealed to me at the time. Like, I was still working my job. I didn't even think about not working my job. I was thinking long-term. I was thinking, this is what I'm going to get, when I retire. So after it fizzled, that business model, like, I was always looking for something like it. And people presented.
You said it fizzled. How did it fizzle? What happened? Because I think that's important. I think many of us have probably been involved or heard of other different business models. The network marketing industry is an industry that has a business model that's been around for many, many years. And there's lots of people who've made lots of money, and there's lots of people who've made no money. And so when she says fizzle, I know I grew up with my parents being a part of this business model, and I thought I had to go and sell something. And I was like, I'm not selling anything. I am going to go become a doctor so that I don't ever have to sell nothing, because I suck at selling. I'm like, I'm not doing it. I am not doing it. And so I ran the other way. So when you say fizzle, it just makes me think of there's probably many of you who this isn't your first time ever seeing it. Just like it's not the first time you've ever heard of someone going, hey, this franchise is opening, or heck, right now, Bitcoin, a whole, the currency, cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin's just one, right? It's like saying Amazon, but now look at all of these other cryptocurrencies that are coming on. Now I say that because when I say Amazon, you knew what I meant, but that's a company, but it's a business model. And NewAge is coming up their backside. So there's people on here, the fizzle.
Yeah, fizzle.
What happened?
Well,
I mean, you know what I mean?
just like the whole, like you thought it was all about trying to sell something.
Mhm.
I kind of felt like that too. I was running into that a lot with people that I tried talking to. They didn't want to sell anything.
So they run the other way and
Yeah,
they
they
stop
just wanna
answering
go.
your phone calls.
Yes.
You're like, hello, I thought we were friends. Where'd you go? How comes you won't listen to me? You didn't do that to your friend, did you? Like, okay, when this is over, if you're watching this, please just like text back and say, yes, I want to do this. Or you know what? Get back to me at another time. It's okay if it's not for you, right?
Yes.
Because we get it. Yeah, at the same time, it just makes sense. Like when I realized I didn't have to sell anything,
Yes.
right? There's this aha moment. So you had your aha moment. When did it happen?
You mean with not
Like-
having to sell anything? or-
Yeah, like when you saw, like we were talking about it earlier, so I'm kind of prompting her a little bit here. Okay, like we're having fun. This is what happens when friends get to do. We guys start talking for each other. Okay, you see it, and you've been involved with other different things because you
Yes.
knew it always like it could work.
Yes.
It's gonna work, right? Sooner or later, I'm gonna do it, just kind of like diets. Sooner or later, I'm gonna find something that works for me and it's gonna work.
Yes.
And I know her, she was done. I'm not ever doing anything like that again.
Yeah, because she mentioned it to me, I don't know, like 3-4 dozen times. Hey, you should really come look at this.
She wouldn't answer my phone calls.
And I'm like, no, thanks. It's one of those things, which I knew that I really liked.
So what ends up happening is she sees me start having success. She sees some of our other friends having success, not just having success financially, but different. It wasn't about go sell products. It was, what's your health worth?
Mhm.
What's your health like? Would you like a community of people who help you get back on track? And let's just build this community and this store, this distribution channel that you're safe going and shopping. And you don't have to go, well, mine's better than yours. Like that's what I was not going to do ever.
Right.
My product's better than your product. You need to try my shake over your shake. Like that's silliness. Like I don't want to do that. I just want to know I've got a great place to shop, but it pays me and rewards me to do so. So now here we are, 6 years later. I'm going to share something with you guys. This is NewAge. This is NewAge. Well, that's Tahiti. But that's where we all want to go, right? Wouldn't we all like to go sit in Tahiti? Wouldn't it be nice to be pulling up a chair on that beach? How do you get there? How do real people actually get there? Well, here's Val's transformation over the last 6 years. You can see, like, she's had an amazing health transformation. And it wasn't like you were like sitting here going, hey, I want to lose this weight. You were really just looking to get healthier.
Right. Yeah. I was kind of miserable where I was. I mean, I had low energy. I just didn't feel good most of the time. And the products work.
Sleep.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. With shift work. Yeah. And now I have all this energy and I feel amazing.
Well, and something that we kind of jumped over, I want to kind of revisit is how many of you have worked overtime? Like she comes from the mining industry where you get paid, let's say you get paid $30, $40 an hour. Let's say $40 an hour. And then they go, you can work overtime. You can sign up for overtime and make triple time. What? $120 an hour? And it's really true. It's really happening. Yet then your lifestyle revolves around working those kind of hours. And did you ever get a day off?
I used to work 5 or 6 out of 7 days a week all the time when overtime was available. Like
And how many hour,
12-hour shifts.
how long did it get to work?
Well, it was like 16 hours from the time I left my house to the time I got back to my house.
People are really working these schedules, whether you're in mining or whether you're in healthcare, and then you come home and you still have to run a household and be a mom. Like, aren't you tired of it? And so what we were just saying is triple time made sense. Overtime makes sense to us as an employee because we're getting paid extra money on those hours. What I want to explain to you, here's myself. Obviously, I've had a big health transformation, but you guys, I was a doctor. I needed a financial transformation too. This financial transformation, hundreds of thousands of dollars of good debt, bad debt, whatever you call it, debt's debt. You can put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig. God, that pig. That's why I don't like bacon. I think that's what it's all about, is that so many years of putting lipstick on a pig. So you guys, it's simple. Who's NewAge? Or a distribution company? Social selling. You've heard those words, and maybe you're on Facebook and maybe you're on Instagram or LinkedIn, and you're like, or maybe you're not. I'm telling you, there's a place here for everybody. In the business world is changing. We know that with COVID, everything has changed. Now more than ever, we're dealing with the house being the hub of the world, right? But more than 80% of business with NewAge is ordered and fulfilled online to consumers' homes, meaning I can just go shopping. I don't have to sell anything. Well, I know all kinds of friends who shop. Who here's ordered something off of Amazon today? Who here's ordered something off of Amazon this week? Who had a package delivered to their doorstep today from somewhere online? Well, I had to. Okay. I'm telling you, this is something that's happening, and it's a different business model. So how do you get your hands on it? Because this isn't even the normal network marketing model. This is different. NewAge began in 2016. We are a startup company, and I'm going to explain that here by the end of this slide, but we're a $500 million startup company. NewAge was established in 16, and they acquired NewAge Beverage. The word Evian water, we're acquainted with that. That was one of their products. Zing, their ginseng like tea, Nest tea, all these healthier beverages. And then in 2017, 18, they went public. NewAge is public. We trade under the handle of InBev, NBEV. And that's another aspect here, that your own purchasing could go to giving you stock. Wouldn't you like to be able to earn money on the stock market, but have like a safe community of people helping you with that? You've got that here. You also are going to have ways to earn shares instead of buying them. How cool is that? That you don't have to come out of your pocket to get the shares. 2018-19, the company Miranda, which is a long-standing, very reputable, super nutrient-based product company, they go direct to market, right? Direct to the consumer, me and you. They use their marketing budget to pay people like you and me to purchase and word of mouth market, not sell. Just share your own story of success with it, because we know that's how most products move through the world. Okay. So then in 2019, this company called RX merged with Miranda and NewAge, creating this really amazing opportunity for you that you're hearing about now. Okay, you're hearing about it now. And as I said, we're over a $500 million company. We're cash flow positive net income positive. We just had first quarter record sales. We are a company who is in the basement of growth and having massive growth. Massive growth. You have the ability to change how you purchase. You have the ability to create a channel yourself that when your word of mouth telling somebody about something that's great, you can create some income. And right now, the competition, people are looking for better and healthier things, and we have it. So we have our initial strategy is healthy, functional beverages. And then we're changing the market. Instead of going to the grocery store, we're going online and purchasing. And then we're going to use that word of mouth and brand building. And we're going to put all the tools in your hands that you need to be able to go out there and purchase health and wellness products like nobody else has, because we've got the money to put into it. We don't have to make one hero product or 5 hero products, and then the rest of it is just okay. Everything here comes with a gold seal of approval. If it's not the best of the best as a doctor, I don't want my name on it. That's what kept me years from doing this. This I can stand behind. This I believe in as a professional, as a doctor. But what's really cool is I don't have to just stay there, because maybe you don't get excited about nutrition, but maybe like health and beauty is something. I know how much money I spend on health and beauty. And now I've got the best of the best, the cleanest of the clean, making me healthier and making my skin look pretty dang good. So here's the thing though, we're all looking for better nutritional performance. We all need the things that are going into our body to give us a better version of ourselves. So we'll show you how you can do that, what you can do it with, give you some ideas. We just point you in the right direction to be a better version of yourself. But we have some amazing stuff coming out. We have a pipeline of innovation because we have the money to back us. Some bioavailable supplements, some like youth changing, health changing things that are coming out in the next few months. It's going to be like Christmas every week. How about a chemical-free SPF sunscreen? Man, I would love that. I need it. I got a little burn, but I don't want to put those chemicals on my body. I know they're not good for me. We've got the best of the best. Home care products that are clean and pure for your house. DNA testing and solutions. What's happening is we just keep adding more and more. But look, we're not just in the US. We're in over 75 markets. Our focus regions, Japan, China, Europe, America, and we are in the middle of a pre-launch of South Africa and Africa. We're little in the big scheme of things. We're 400,000 plus ambassadors, brand partners who are launching right now. And we're using the home as the hub, because it's the office, it's the school, it's the gym, it's the safe haven, it's the restaurant, right, Mom? We're doing everything from home, but are you making money there? And if you're not, you can. So we're looking for people who were like me and Val, that were like, I want to be a business owner. I need a business model that's going to create me some retirement, some extra streams of income. But I also need processes, because I don't know how to do it by myself, right? We literally were like talking about that today. Like, I don't want to reinvent the wheel. I need things that work. We're bringing that to the table for you. We're creating the systems, but not just out of our small pocket of, well, I think I got $1,000 that I can throw on some Facebook ad marketing. Like, they're creating massive systems that are coming into play in the next 60 days. You're here at the right time. All the information we need. And now we are building the culture. You are part of that. You may not be one of these people on social marketing, but you know someone who is. The millennials, you millennials who are on here or who are watching this, yeah, you have a parent, you have a grandparent, you have an older sibling, you have a cousin. We all have a connection somewhere to a millennial. They don't want to go to work for 40 years and sell out to a company. They won't do it. They're finding ways to make money. Do you know that you are 3 people away from somebody who knows, who has a following on social media of 100,000 or more people? You know somebody who knows somebody who has 100,000 plus people that they could take a picture with a water bottle that says purity on it and with a link to purchase it, and they would make income, and you would too, because we're paying for word of mouth marketing. And not just that day, but ongoing for any of the other things they continue to pay, plus an app that is coming out. But the people in your life are doing this already, and you're not making a dime off of it. Why? Why aren't you getting a piece of it? Because no one ever told you you could. But we're telling you otherwise. You can do this. We can teach you. I didn't know how to do it either, but I'm learning. I know this is where consumerism is going, and I'm going to get a piece of it. We're creating organic growth, and we're going there. Health and wellness, millennials, Generation Z, you know them. The best of the best products, and social media is working for us. Billions and trillions of dollars are being spent on these things that we have. This is the growth of our company. This is a good thing. You want to be a part of something that's doing this. We have all the resources, estimated to be a $3 billion company in the next 3 years. Do you want a piece of it? On trend, right? Yeah, we want a piece of it. On trend, meaning this isn't your grandma's network marketing company. This is different. This is on trend, social selling, influencing. Products that people are looking for and buying, just now they can get them from themselves. All of the people working together, stocks, insurance, rewards, but more importantly, income. So welcome to NewAge. Now, with that being said, I'm trying to get back to you guys. I got stuck in there. With that being said, residual income, long-term income, that sounds good. Helping myself, helping my friends, helping my parents. We were talking about it. We have so many people who have lost like hundreds and thousands of pounds. See, because most of the time when people are unhealthy, they gain weight. So this isn't a weight loss company, but it's, you know, if you're wanting to lose some, now's the time to come. Let us show you what we're doing. It's really, really simple. And you might think, I don't know anyone. I don't want to sell. You're not going to sell. You're going to share. You're going to share how you're a doctor and you still needed to take care of you. You're going to share you're a coal miner and you knew there was other ways to create money. You're going to share that your health was crap, 160 pounds heavier than today. And I had tried everything. Yet here, when I focused on health, instead of a diet, or instead of somebody bossing me and telling me what not to eat, I just started taking healthier steps. And every step I took, I had a better life, a better quality of life, and now potentially a better quantity of life. And at the same time, I now live in Florida. I don't have to live in Wyoming where it snows. I don't like that snow. So I moved to the beach. I moved to the sun. And now here we are. We still get to work together with our friends. So how did we get started? We got a pack. There's all different ways that you can purchase and get a pack, but it's basically a way to launch your own business inside of this model. Start falling in love with some of the things that we have here. Now, right now, we're a health and wellness distribution company, just like Amazon started with books. But now you can get anything and everything from them. Don't you wish you could have gotten Amazon stock when they just sold books? Okay, so now here we are, NewAge. Right now, we're health and wellness. In a few years, that won't be the case. And you'll be really glad that you got started today and that you were one of the forward-thinking people, the visionaries that said, I can just redirect my own spending and make a retirement, make a savings account. They say that you and I, that we don't have more than $5,000 in a savings account right now. Actually, it's $1,000, but most people won't admit it. If that's you, there's hope. Let's get you started. Is there anything you can share there?
I was thinking there's also a way to get medical insurance
Ah,
where a lot of people don't have that anymore.
yeah, right now with COVID, all the perks and the rewards, we have travel, we have insurance. I utilize it. It's some of the most amazing stuff I've seen. I love the kind of care and quality we get here. So you're going to get that pack. And then what are you going to do? You're going to grab your friend. Not 4,000 of them. Start with 4. That's what I did. And I put the money back in my checking account because I didn't have it in my checking account either, even though I was making $500,000 a year. The money was going out as fast as it was coming in. See, you're not so different. We're not so different. We're all the same. We're just normal people finding a way to make it to that beach in Tahiti. Who wants to go there with us? I'm going. Honestly, it's not the beach that excites me. It's the peace of mind when I sit on it, knowing that my life is taken care of, a purpose, a vision. Here you are. You knew you were meant to be something more. You knew that you were going to change the world, and you knew you were going to do big things. Here's your chance. So thanks for joining us. Thanks for being on here with Transformation Lifestyles. We are really glad that you stayed and listened, and we can't wait to meet you. So thanks, everybody. Have a great one.
Good night.
I'm trying to unmute y'all.